This is a disgusting, racist woman.
Don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
Fuck you.
Huh?
Oh, shit.
Alright, that's what you say. Nobody dig into your shit.
A little fucking kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him
Yeah.
the little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So
I love blonde white women, man. If you train them right, they will attack. They are the perfect attack dogs. Because, dude, if a guy was saying this shit, he wouldn't probably get away with it as easily.
Vast sums of money being raised for what seems to me to be deliberate, racially charged, motivational reasons.
This guy's a joke, right? I say nigga all the time, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're fighting ugly with ugly right now, and I think this level of racial tribalism and
Bro, look at how just embarrassing Piers Morgan. He's never been relevant. He's always just been one of these guys who's had a cushy job. Probably had people killed. He probably knows the Clinton family, and he'll probably have me killed if he sees this video in the snap of a finger. Fuck this asshole.
is just simply not sustainable in such a diverse democracy like America. I think it's, one is really a reaction to the other. I think both campaigns are really hideous, and I think we're showing our ugliest colors. I mean, in the scheme of things, these are small sums relative to the population of America, but you do see, I think, a really tremendous explosion of ugliness and racial hostility that I think that we should all be ashamed and embarrassed of.
Yeah, I mean, you described it, I think, in one of your posts as genuinely, is this a
What about the behavior of the child? Does that ever come into play? Is that ever an issue? Do we ever criticize the child for being a piece of shit? There are a lot of piece of shit kids out there. All right? Especially black kids. I'm kidding. I don't like any of them.
This would be the best $1 million invested by foreign...
Even if I am racist when it comes to adults, kids, I do not discriminate. I fucking hate them all with a burning passion of 1,000 smoking embers of the pit of Sheol.
Absolutely. I mean, if you go through some of the comments on either of them, you have White Lives Matter on one side and like suggestions that the teenage boy who was stabbed was somehow like a manifestation of white supremacy, and it seems to be just
Can we stop white women saying manifestation? Can we stop saying that? Like, can we stop? Like, everything's... What are we in? Fucking Harry Potter land now? Are we at fucking Hogwarts? We're manifesting racism? You manifested the N-word. I'm like, wow. We're really doing our job then, huh, guys? White Lives Matter. Hurrah! You know what? I had this idea for a power washing company, and if we don't start it here on our end, I'm willing to give this game up for free if anybody wants to actually do it. White power washing. White power washing, with the logo of a KKK guy with a little fist, with little limp-wristed fist.
There are comments after comments saying this is White Lives Matter, we're avenging against Carmelo Anthony's family.
Oh no! Comments! Shield the children! There's comments!
I think that it's really co-opting the
By the way, I apologize for my voice today. I think I lost it. I gotta rest after this.
One, there is an outside audience of people who are watching all of this and opportunistically using it for their own agendas and projects. You know, I have an investment in believing X, so I'm going to jump in the comments of this GoFundMe, etc. I have an investment in Y. I'm going to do the same thing. But what I don't want to do is compare these two things as if they're opposite sides of the same coin. For woman,
the black guy's talking.
Argument is,
the Mooley's talking. Shut up! I'm skipping. I don't care what he says.
Between the two, and this is not to pass any view about it at this stage, although I have strong views about it. I guess the common theme is that both of them say that as a result of all the publicity, they've been doxxed and had all the can be extremely intimidating.
I was going to use the pejorative term shit skin in this video, but I'm afraid we would have that confused with Piers Morgan.
So in his case, the alleged killer...
How do we have to talk about this?
Child.
About a fucking white woman saying the N-word. It happens every day, guys. This is America. Hello? What are we doing?
She's just a racist. Isn't she? You wouldn't dispute
Well,
that.
it's not about her. It's not about her. It's about
Well, it is
white
about
people
her.
finally coming together and supporting another white person. And it doesn't matter
Why
what
would
she
you want to
says.
support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in a country. if
Yeah,
you
that's
have,
fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say. She is. I mean, would you use the N word out of interest?
Yes.
You would.
I do.
Give me this bitch's number right now. We're going to fucking Nobu. Alright, or what's a white racist restaurant? Fucking Cheesecake Factory, is that racist? I don't know. Cracker Barrel. It's got to be Cracker Barrel, right? What's the most racist? Chick-fil-A? I'm sorry. I cannot. Chick-fil-A. I'm not, because they've got too many blacks working there now. It can't be a white restaurant. They got white food, but black servers. That's not gonna work for me, man. This is why white people suck too, because they're trying to be compassionate and hire these people, but they fuck it. It's ugly. Like I don't want them serving me. I don't want them serving me.
Quite frankly.
You use the N word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist, are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, well, if you use the N word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you? Are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white.
It's weird because like if you say no to that question, are you a racist? Then it's like you have to defend something that's inherently a retarded idea. What she should say is no, because that word in and of itself is retarded. We are all one race, which would be the truth. But instead, she's got to be like, oh, well, YOLO, bro. I went to Florida State. I don't give a... okay. I just wish that she would tell the truth. And I'm on her side. I think that, that lady... who gives a fuck?
You just said to me you use the N word regularly. In what context? Do you use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate
Uses
to
it
use the
about
N
black
word?
people.
When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist.
No, if she was unashamed, she would be saying it on air right now. If she would be calling whoever this sleepy fucker is, she'd be calling him the N-word right now on air if she was truly an unashamed racist.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care. I mean, why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendricks? Why are we talking about?
Well, actually, I think you've moved it on in this
Jimi
debate
Hendrix.
very quickly to your own racism, which explains
He was an N.
why you've supported her in public and why you've got all these views. You see no problem with a woman shrieking the N-word repeatedly because you yourself are a despicable racist, and you've just proudly admitted that with a smug grin on your face, which is pretty horrifying, actually, for most people to have to watch. And shame on you.
Bro, when most people go to work and they rehearse their little fucking bullshit spiel tap dance to tell their corporate boss or whatever, Piers Morgan goes into the mirror every morning with his disgusting limey teeth, his brown, limey, sausage-sucking teeth, and he trains on how to accuse people of being racist, and he's not even good at that. He's not even being coy or sly or original about it or witty. He is just a dumb cunt. He's like British food. He's like a fucking a mud pie or whatever. Bro, they just eat slop, They're just fucking I hate British people. I mean, I'm American, so that's a given, of course, but fuck them.
You're entitled to do it, and I'm entitled to call you despicable.
Well, shame on white people for allowing themselves to be systematically discriminated against in the United States. This is our country. This is a country that should be.
What do you mean your country?
Because I'm white and my
What, there are no black people in American history? Is that what you're saying? That they've all just landed in America, invading your white country? Is that your position?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they were brought here technically.
My God,
I wonder if she would like a little slice of eggplant, if you know what I'm saying, on the down low. I wonder if this chick would be open to like, okay, you don't like black guys. She probably fucks black guys, let's be real. She's probably gonna fuck a black guy right after. This is why I just, women are just fucking garbage. Even when they're right, they're just so fucking annoying. They just can't complete a fucking thought of their own.
Do you understand how dumb you sound?
This is stupid. This is stupid and racist, and at some point we have to...
This is misogynist. This video is it's 3-on-1 aggressive male on female violence. This is misogyny. This is straight up. This is unacceptable.
Ourselves, we want to reward this kind of disgusting behavior by platforming it.
I don't disagree, Mark. Listen, I didn't know she was going to say that. I don't disagree with you.
No. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't think you knew ahead of time. I'm saying at this moment, someone who's saying it's technically black people brought up. No, technically, Africans were stolen, enslaved, and they built this country. And the idea.
Did I attack everybody yet? Every group I can name. We got white women. We got black guys. We got. Is that the fresh fruit guy? Fuck, I'm not even gonna address that. And we got and British people.
That you can justify calling a baby the N-word by saying that white people are losing the country is absurd. It's morally bankrupt, and it's honestly besides the point. I mean, all these are just distractions from the fact that she wants to justify dehumanizing and even animalizing a small black child. It's disgusting.
What is it?
Yeah, I never said that.
No, but you may as well have done because you're just an unashamed.
That's the implication of your
racist. Let me bring in Myron Gaines because you've been smirking and laughing. What's funny about any of this?
Well, I mean, I find it interesting that you guys want to virtue signal and wag the finger and say she's a racist and everything else like this.
No, she admits she's a racist.
Well, let me
I'm not wagging a finger at anybody.
She's self-identified as a racist.
But Myron, with respect, Myron, I don't need to wag a finger when somebody says, yeah.
Simp. Myron is a simp. Myron is a cuck. Myron is a feminist. Awesome.
I'm racist. I use the N-word against black people. I don't care.
Myron is a Jew, most likely. God, that's what I was missing. I was missing that. Now I officially demonetized the platform forever.
That's a racist. I'm not wagging any finger. I'm not accusing anybody. She is admitting it proudly. Even you can't defend that, surely.
Everybody is racist to some degree. The reality is it depends on, a lot of people want to be politically correct. A lot of people want to sit there and say, I'm not racist at all. We all have biases. We all have stereotypes. We all make jokes. We all are racist to some degree. Now, how racist you are is a whole other situation, but everyone is racist. That's number one. Next thing I want to say.
Panel openly saying she uses the N-word at black people with impunity and is proud of being a racist. You have no problem with that?
My worldview on the protection of the First Amendment and freedom of speech overrides my personal feelings. She has the right to say
That's fine. You can support the First Amendment, but you can also have a personal view about what she said.
My feelings are irrelevant. The Constitution is the Constitution. That's what matters.
Oh, that's fascinating. Hold on. So when it...
So interesting point there. I will say the Constitution is the Constitution. Okay, great. How come we only say that not when it comes to the ATF, not when it comes to fucking APAC, okay? Not when it comes to our right to privacy, not when it comes to fucking term limits and all this other shit that's crammed in there. And also, there's a lot of shit in the Constitution that I disagree with, like the 19th Amendment. Okay? Let's stop pretending that the Constitution is some unshakable, infallible document that, free speech is an idea that preceded the Constitution. It was, guys, and the idea that I need a piece of fucking marijuana paper or whatever it was that they wrote it on to protect my right to say fuck you and fuck your mom and everybody in your fucking bloodline. And guess what, man? Technically, if we lived in a shitty society where I really wanted to die, like a Saudi Arabia or something, I'd probably get my hands chopped off or my head cut off or worse. So, am I for free speech? Yes, but let's stop pretending that the fucking Constitution is worth anything more than our fucking currency or fucking toilet paper. In fact, I think after COVID, I think toilet paper is probably valued a lot more, despite what the price tags may say.
It comes to chastising Black Americans about their behavior, about calling white people crackers, as you say, about their moral claims about the racist system. You can levy a judgment against Black Americans for all the things they do, but when it comes to this woman saying the N-word, and this other woman endorsing it and saying that she herself uses the N-word, now all of a sudden we can only talk about the Constitution and the legal right. We can't offer any moral judgment against it. That's disingenuous, and it's as the only Black American up here, that's quite frustrating to hear.
Here's the thing. If you want to be soft and get offended by that, that's your fucking problem, not mine.
Okay, now here's the problem. The kid fucking sucks. That's the point. It's not, because she said, the white lady said, right, if he's being an N-word, then yeah, I'm going to call him that. If he's being something, then I'm going to tell the truth and just say that's what it is. Whatever her definition of that is. I think it has more to do with behavior, or because it's not like you're not going to see a respectable Black person. 99% of people, even if you are a racist, you're not going to see a respectable Black person who's not pissing anyone off or whatever. And most people are not going to be like, hey, oh, hey nigga, what's up? I would. I am in that 1% that probably could and would do that. Especially if he's not physically dominating or intimidating in any way. If he was physically dominating and intimidating, then maybe I would do a Negro or maybe brother. That's code. That's actually a better. It's actually a better way to say it because it doesn't imply antagonism. And we do know that people with melanin in their skin tend to get highly antagonized. And even the women are losing their hair at record rates. They have male pattern baldness due to the level of testosterone in their systems. But that's neither here nor there, and I consider that is the real systemic racism. Black women and male pattern baldness is the real systemic racism. Leave a little comment down below, hashtag male pattern baldness is the real, or black woman male pattern baldness is the real systemic racism. I know that's long, but if you leave that down in the comments below, I will be sure to pin it and love it and like it and whatever else.
This isn't about.
We're not even.
Let me ask Ricky.
This isn't about being soft any more than when you were desperately saving these white people.
Hold on. This sensitive nature that you have is precisely why we have this problem.
It's not about being sensitive. It's about I didn't articulate. Hold on. Let me finish, Myron. Let me speak and then I'll let you respond. Myron, sure. I didn't articulate any sensitivity here. What I said, in the same way that you levied a judgment against Black people, I'm levying one against the claims you're making. I'm no more sensitive than you were when you made your claim. I'm simply saying I disagree with you. And to immediately jump to you're being sensitive is just a distraction. I'm making an argument here. Just respond to my argument.
Bro, watching these two black guys fight over the white women is just, it's classic. I want to see, do the ladies fight here?
To tolerate it, to say that she has the right to do it, but she called an autistic 5-year-old the N-word. I'm sorry, but I feel like we're kind of missing the point in the actual context. You can say that it's part of this bigger meta story of Black and white America, but it actually is just a short little clip, and you don't even know the context of it, and it's actually gross. And if we can't just say that it's gross and bad, then I don't really know where we are.
Well, I think it's interesting to me that Lily Gaddis, you retweeted Nick Fuentes, the white supremacist, by saying he said black people just raised $500,000 for a cold-blooded killer who stabbed a white teenager to death. So I don't want to hear one word about the Shiloh Hendricks fundraiser. Either everyone gets to be tribal or nobody does. Why would you retweet that?
Because I agree with it.
That's actually spot on. I mean, there's not even a debate about that. It's like, that's just basically arguing basic human rights across the board. It's like, that's not even, it shouldn't even be the least bit controversial. And it really isn't. But the thing about controversy is it's like, it's all fabricated anyway. And fucking sissy cowards like Piers Morgan, all they do is stir the pot and fucking get irrelevant people upset and make sure that they don't leave their house because it's like COVID year 5 in New York or whatever. I don't even know, man. Do people even give a fuck anymore? Like, we'll see, I guess, by the view count. But anyway, I'm done here.
I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly, and you will
go
not
on then,
have
say
free
it. Say
you
the
will
M.
not have
Go on,
free
say
speech.
go on. Say the M word. Go on.